All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day. So last month, I did a video called Grading 2022 Yankee Players So Far. I uploaded that video on May 6th, and I was really pleased with the reception to it. And a lot of you guys' comments said, because I mentioned how I might just do this every few months to kind of keep track with individual performances. You guys said I should do it every single month, and I thought about it a little bit, and you guys are right. I should do this every single month, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're doing this via tier list. That's the same way we did it last time and how we'll continue to do it. First things first, drop a like, subscribe if you are new. And I understand you guys, some of you make fun of my hair quite often. It looks extra worse today. I just came back from the gym. I'm working out a little bit, trying to get big. Looks extra worse today because I didn't shower before making this video. So have fun in the comment show. I know I got the 80s style hair with the mullet, but that's just the way we're doing it. I like the mullet. I think we're bringing the mullet back. Also, the tiers, I updated it a little bit. I didn't realize I could edit the tiers last time, and they were kind of wonky. So I updated it to injured tier, any player that's currently injured, obviously. Awful, not good, neutral / need to see more, good, great, and incredible. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off with Gleyber Torres. At the very least, he's in the good category, and I'm very pleased with what we've gotten out of Gleyber so far this year. Now, the average isn't amazing. So far on the season, he is hitting .253 with a .299 on base percentage, so that's obviously not great, but has hit 12 homers, slugging .495, has a WRC plus of 123. Of course, WRC plus, league average is 100, so Gleyber being at 123 means he's 23% better than a league average offensive player. Last year, he was at 90, and it's really just the power. It's back. In 130 games last year, he hit just 9 home runs. As I mentioned, he's already at 12. And, he's had some clutch hits as he's had throughout his whole career. So with the production being there on a consistent basis, and he has come through in some pretty pivotal moments, I'm going to put Gleyber Torres in the great category. Is that crazy by me? Let me know down in the comment section below on any of these what you disagree with me or agree with me on here. Gleyber Torres going in the great category so far. And this is all subject to change. This is I'm recording this the night of June 13th. 2022. So this is all, of course, subject to change. This is just how I feel right now. Garrett Cole. If it weren't for his start in Minnesota, he would be going in the great category because I can't emphasize this enough. Garrett Cole was not having a bad season. Is currently not having a bad season. He entered that Minnesota start 5-1 with a 2.78 ERA. That's really good, guys. Yeah, maybe he's getting overshadowed by Nestor Cortez, James Mateo, and Luis Severino. Don't get it twisted. Garrett Cole was having a really solid season. But, he did get shelled against the Twins. And, 7 runs in, 3-4 innings. A game we ended up winning, which was awesome. But, yeah, I'm not going to excuse Cole for that performance. And it inflated his ERA to, over 3.6. So I'll put Cole in the good category for now. But I expect him to be, at the minimum, great by the next time we're back doing these vids. Giancarlo Stanton. I'll put you in, you'll be in the great category. Giancarlo Stanton's having a really good year. Let me go over his stats real quick. 48 games, and he is hitting .276, so the average is up there. .348 on base, very nice. Slugging .529, 13 homers. Of course, he missed about 2 weeks on the IL, and his WRC plus is at 147, so he's been 47% better than a league average offensive player. Stanton goes in the great category. Josh Donaldson. This one's a little bit tough. Now, he's been good. Josh Donaldson has been good. He's at a 113 WRC plus, so he's still above average. He is hitting just .235 on base with .335. The thing I'm a little bit annoyed with, the slugging is below 400. We do need more than just 5 homers from Josh Donaldson. Granted, he was on the IL as well. He missed about 10 days. WAR of .8. The defense has been good. I'm torn because Donaldson could easily go in the good category because, once again, he's above average offensively, and, his defense has been solid. But we do got to see more out of him. So I'm going to put him in the need to see more category. On the very verge of going on to good, and I think by the time I do this video next month, probably around the All-Star break, he'll be in the good category at the minimum. Miguel Castro. Let me see what his stats are right now. I know he's having a solid year. The walks are always a problem with him, though. His ERA is .289, so that's really solid. Walk percentage is up way higher than you want it to be. Castro, though, especially considering the state of the bullpen with injuries to Jonathan Loaizaga, Chad Green, Aroldis Chapman, he's stepped up. He's been good for us, so I'll put him in the good category. Speaking of stepping up, Wandy Peralta. Let me go over the stats. And I'm not trying to do this for every single player, I promise, but Peralta is having a sneaky, really good year. He has a 1.66 ERA in 19 games so far this year, 21 2/3 innings pitched. I would put Wandy in the great category because he especially has stepped up with guys in the pen being injured. Speaking of Aroldis Chapman, he's going to go right in the injured tier. I decided just to make it simple, especially when it's pitchers. Like, I'm just gonna, that's how we're doing it. You're injured, you're going in the injured tier, and that's kind of all I'm gonna say about you. So Chapman, injured for now. Clay Holmes, we have our first honor of going into the incredible category. Guys, we're talking about the best relief pitcher in baseball. Literally the best relief pitcher in baseball. Look at his numbers so far in 27 games, 28 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has a .31 ERA, leads all relievers in WAR. Yeah, Clay Holmes has been nothing short of amazing, and I'll give a little opinion on Aroldis Chapman when he comes back, whenever that may be, which I think is probably closer to late June. He can't be the Yankee closer. He could still maybe get high leverage innings, give him maybe the 7th or the 8th inning even at times. But right now, the guy that pitches the 9th has to be Clay Holmes, no doubt about it. Luis Severino, going to put you in the great category, has been fantastic since coming back from Tommy John surgery. His stats on the year, 11 starts, 2.80 ERA, having a great year, no doubt, going in the great category. Anthony Rizzo, had a great April, was not so good in the month of May. He's had some clutch hits, though, and seems to be getting back on track to go over his stats, which I know I said I wouldn't do for every single player. I apologize. But I want to give myself a refresher, as well as you guys. Leads the Yankees in games played at 59. He's hitting just 219, 319 on base, slugging 479, 126 WRC plus, and does have 15 homers, which is top 4 in the American League. Guys, what do you think? Good or great? Comment down below before I put mine in here. Good or great for Anthony Rizzo? Where would you put him? I'm putting him in the great category, especially when you consider the defense and that he's such a good presence in the clubhouse. Like, his overall contributions to the 2022 Yankees, I think, give him the honor of being in the great category. Nestor Cortez, incredible. I don't think we even need to go into the stats. You guys know how insane he has been. If the season ended today, would be the Cy Young of the American League. And the way it's headed, All-Star game in a month, he's probably going to start that for the AL. So, no doubt, incredible tier. Aaron Hicks, been getting hot lately, but still, it's only been about like a week or two of him hitting well. So, Hicks, you're going to remain in the awful category. But hey, maybe you could play yourself into not being traded before the August 2nd this year trade deadline. They pushed it back a few days. August 2nd is your trade deadline. I'm not even sure he'd be traded or DFA'd, released, whatever. But, come August, I don't think we're looking at Aaron Hicks as a starting outfielder for the Yankees. So, he is in the awful category. But I hope, as always, I hope he does well. I'm rooting for him to do well. I don't understand, there's some Yankee fans out there. I feel like that we saw it last year with Gary and just some other players, over time that root for, players that they don't like to not perform well, which never makes sense to me. We're all Yankee fans. We want them to do well. We're a better team when Aaron Hicks is playing well. So, obviously, I hope he starts to, and he has been. He's definitely been turning it around, but I'm going to keep him in the awful category for now because it just hasn't been, over too long of a sample size where he's playing better. Jonathan Loaizaga, he is injured, but I believe he is about to start throwing soon.
Here's to the tried and true.
But for now, he's on the 10-day IL, so he is in the injured tier. JP Sears. This tier list hasn't really been updated, so it all has the same players since the last time I made it. So, kind of, I don't say an irrelevant name, but he only really pitched, I think, 2 games this year. But his first MLB start was really good, so I will put you in the great category. Although it kind of more so than need to see more category, but he definitely had a really good Major League, not debut, but first ever start. He threw like 5 scoreless, which was awesome. Kyle Higashioka, no doubt in the awful category. But hey, props to you. Coming off yesterday's, well, who were we even playing yesterday? Why do I not remember? Oh, the Cubs. Sunday, hit 2 homers, first 2 homers of the year. One of them was off a 35-mile-an-hour like Eephus pitch, or how do you say that? Eephus? That's it, right? From a position player on the Cubs. But yeah, good for you. 2 homers, but your season is still really, really bad. Aaron Judge, the MVP of the American League, gonna take home his rightful second MVP of his career. Jose Altuve. Oops, I'll bleep that out. I know some of you guys don't like when I curse, which I totally understand. Some kids, some families watch this channel, so I'll definitely try to, prohibit myself from dropping some bad language on here. But yeah, Aaron Judge, MVP of the American League this year, no doubt. And he's pacing with ease to break Roger Maris's legitimate, which I really do consider this to be the legitimate home run record. The 61 homers he hit in 1961. That to me is the real record. Judge is pacing for 66 right now. Forget Maris, I'm looking at Bonds, but whole nother video coming up on that. We all know how good of a season Aaron Judge is having. Indisputable. I don't think anybody could, in the right mind, not put him in the incredible category. There really should be a tier above incredible. Just for, I'm going to do that right now. I think I can change it. Let's make a new tier for Aaron Judge. Add a row above, and we will name this, what should we name it? Greatest Yankees of all time. Boom. Wait. How do I do this now? Am I good? Greatest Yankees of all time. What did I do? I totally f***ed up. Hold on. There we go. It kind of looks a little wonky, but that's what Aaron Judge is deserving of. He's going in the greatest Yankees of all time category because it is true. Understand something, guys, and appreciate what we are witnessing. We are watching a player in Aaron Judge that will go down as having one of the greatest primes in Yankee franchise history. He's having one of the best seasons in baseball history, period. So I really wanted to emphasize that. He gets in the top tier possible in this video. Jameson Taillon, he is going to go in the great category, having a really good year, 12 starts. He is 7-1 on the season now, 2.93 ERA, and it's funny because right around a year ago this time is when his career and Yankee career turned around, because he pitched that clunker in Philadelphia, if you guys remember, which was it really was the turning point of his season. And since then, I put the post on Yanks Ave, my Instagram today. He's 14-3 with a 3.45 ERA and has a WAR of like 3.5. He's been one of the better starters in the American League for over a year now, which is awesome, or right around a year, I should say. Taillon goes into the great category. Michael King. Let me do a stats update on Michael King, because I got to refresh my memory. I know, he got off to an insane start and then kind of fizzled out just a little bit. But I think he's been picking it back up. Let's see where he's at. So, 19 games. He's pitched 33 innings, which is awesome. 2.73 ERA, 1.89 FIP. All right, cool. So King's numbers are still really, really good. So King, you're definitely going in the great category. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you if you're watching this. I just want to, refresh my mind just a little bit. Lucas Licky, he's been pitching a little bit better lately. I'll just put you, honestly, in the neutral category because, I feel like your sample size isn't that big enough to, 17 1/3 innings. He's pitched to over ERA of 4.15. I don't really care about reliever ERA all that much. He hasn't been great, hasn't been horrible either. He's definitely been pitching better lately, so need to see more, but I think we are trending in the right direction. Jose Trevino, the best catcher in baseball. Honestly, that's not even, I was saying that as a hyperbole for quite a while early in the season, but he is the best defensive catcher in the league, and his offensive numbers are now, he's slugging over 500. He's hitting over 300. Jose Trevino is going in the incredible category. You know what? Nah, because that tier was made just for Judge, so I can't put Trevino in that, but he's close. And I don't know if I said this in the beginning or not, but I'm also factoring expectations in this, So the fact that Trevino is playing so well, he's also a catcher, and he doesn't have much offensive history on the back of his baseball card, at least good offensive history. This season he's having is incredible, so that's where he's gonna land. Jordan Montgomery, great, having another really solid year, even better than he was last year, but he's just always been so consistent, and another guy that is currently one of the better starters in the American League. Good season so far, Monty. DJ LeMahieu. DJ, now, he definitely is not back to 2019 to 2020 DJ, the guy that earned that crazy contract. Not crazy, he's 90 mil over 6 years, 15 mil a year. The production he's putting up, though, it is worth what he's getting paid. He has a 120 WRC+, so he's 20% better than league average offense, which is good. And he's at a 1.6 WAR. He's played really solid defense, and he plays multiple positions. $15 million a year, he's going to finish with a WAR around 3 to 4. That's really, really solid. I think he's going to just miss the great category, but he's a high good. He's the highest good I think you can be in terms of this video that I'm making right here. Chad Green, injured. Heal up quick, man. Hope we haven't seen your last days as a Yankee. Joey Gallo. I'm going to put him... You guys may think I'm hypocritical for this, but Joey Gallo, he's looking better just like Hicks is, but I think long-term, I see more of a value in Gallo than Hicks, and I think he's also kind of been the slight better player this year. I think his defense is just a little bit better. I'm putting Gallo at the not good category, which still isn't good, obviously, but, many people see him and Hicks as being neck and neck. It's just awful this year, which I won't argue with that, but without going too deep into, any stats, it's kind of just my eye test, to be honest. Joey Gallo, I have one tier above Hicks, but still not good. Need to see more from him. Clark Schmidt, going to put you in the good category. Pitched really well in the Yankees extra inning win. What was that, Friday night? Pitched, I think, 2 scoreless innings with the fake baseball extra innings runner, which is just awful. Cannot wait for that to be gone. But yeah, Clark Schmidt, he's been good. You want to see more from him, but for expectations wise, he's been good. Marwin Gonzalez, I think I'll put you in the not good category. His versatility is nice. He plays short. He can play the outfield. He can play third. He can play second. He can play first. He's versatile as hell, but his offensive numbers just aren't there. And, he also was a cheater in the 2017 Astros. So I'm not a huge Marwin guy, not going to lie. But I do appreciate the versatility off the bench for sure. Ron Marnacchio, shout out to Tom's River, my hometown. Hey, also pitched really well. He didn't get the save, I don't think. I think he actually got the win is what he got. But he pitched well. He's been pitching well lately. Another guy that's kind of stepped up with the injuries as of late. I want to put you in better than neutral, but I think you're neutral. on the cusp of going to good. It hasn't been too large of a sample size, and I believe there was also one game where he couldn't finish like a big lead, and we had to bring in, you know, a higher leverage guy, which was annoying. Sorry to you, Iran, if that's not what happened. I'm pretty positive. Remind me in the comments, guys. I think that happened. I think it was a couple weeks ago. And anyways, yeah, he just came in like a blowout, and I think they ended up having to like bring in Holmes or something, which was annoying. But yeah, besides that, he's looking better as of late. IKF, last one up here. Yo, if the defense were what it was advertised as, which was considered to be like elite or whatever, then he would be in the good category, but we got to see more from IKF. I understand he hits for contact, and that definitely is nice. Fleshed out the Yankee lineup just a little bit, something they were kind of lacking. But, I mean, in the end, IKF is still hitting. What does he got here? He's hitting 267, 316 OBP, 314 slugging, 83 WRC+. So, yeah, definitely not a good year so far from IKF, but he definitely hasn't been hopeless. He's served his role well at times, no doubt. But the thing that has to be rock solid for him is the defense. And so far, we haven't seen that. He's been shaky at times, quite shaky. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Actually, there's one more that wasn't on here. Matt Carpenter. He would probably be in the greatest Yankees of all time. He'd be in the incredible tier because that tier is just for Aaron Judge. But, yeah, he wasn't on this tier list. But, you know, dude's been insane. Has an OPS of like 1,300 in his first 10 games. He's like 6 homers. He's been insane. Love the mustache. And, yeah, just another reason why I think the Yankees are winning World Series this year. That's one of those stories that has some magic to it. You know, there's just a lot of things going on this year that you watch and you see like this would make the World Series DVD, and that's kind of how I'm feeling watching Matt Carpenter. Dude's been great. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, I'll be doing these right about every month or so, so I think the next one we do will probably be right around the All-Star break. Let me know what you guys think about my tier list. Do you agree with my rankings? Do you disagree? Let me know what you agree or disagree on. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I will see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.